Look, he was talking there about, or Pat asked him about a phrase that Jurgen Klopp uses, which is a dirty 3 points. How satisfying can they be as a manager?
No, at this stage, no, not satisfying. You take them. You're grateful for them. You know your team can be a lot better. He will be questioning. He'll be asking his staff, why do you think we weren't quite at it today? And you don't want to be thinking next week we're going to do more of the same, because you won't get away with it all the time. West Ham on another day got a goal. You know, they create enough chances today to get a goal. So you have your moments when you're top of the league or thereabouts, going to win the league. You will take 3 points any way they come when you get into the last flings of the league. But I think for Liverpool, they will know they'll have to be better than that from now to the death if they're going to win this league. You won't get away with that every time you play. They've got to be better than that.
Over the last 12 games, they have at times been a lot better than that. And they've been free scoring, but also they've kept 8 clean sheets in those last 12 matches. Yeah, you
can't be critical of them. I mean, that's an incredible run, but it's the standards they've set for themselves. You know, it's Liverpool. You know, a couple of years ago, Premier League champions. A couple of years ago, Champions League champion. You know, they've set the high standards. They won't talk about it, but this group of players, the manager, they will think they can go win every trophy they're in. They can think they'll go and do the quadruple. Can they? Of course they can, but they need a large slice of luck, as well as all the talent that they possess. But today was a. Sometimes when you have a bad performance as well, it's an opportunity to remind your players that, listen, unless we're really working our socks off, we're not that good, and we know they're a special team. So they'll be analysing why it wasn't quite right today.
I'm going to ask you another question. Before I ask it, I'm going to try and preempt your answer, which is that when Manchester City have won the League Cup in previous seasons, they've still been involved in other competitions, and we've asked about the possibility of them winning the quadruple. Is that on, realistically, for Liverpool when you look at the games they've got coming up?
Of course it's on, but you just never know. There'll be a banana skin somewhere where you least expect it. You know, look how Forest have been in the FA Cup this year. You know, Huddersfield are going well in that league. So is that one? Inter, the current champions of Italy, you know, they will feel inferior to no one. They played really well in the first game. There's a banana skin there, but it's a banana skin for Man City and everyone else in chasing honours. That's the nature of our game, and that's what makes it so watchable and so exciting and so interesting.
Over the last 8 seasons, the team who's won the League Cup has gone on to win another trophy. Often that's been in six of those occasions. Often that's been Manchester City, and that's the level that we're talking about. You've been in that position where you're chasing teams down and you're trying to win on multiple fronts.
How did that ever happen, chasing teams? I thought we were all sat up there. And
all right,
I seriously can't remember coming from behind.
Let's talk about that then, about going for multiple trophies, about trying to keep your focus when there are so many options.
Well, that's when, you know, the manager and the staff, and again I come back to you hear me talk about good senior pros all the time. I was lucky I learnt from some great senior professionals, and I'd like to think I passed it on when I became one. But it's that combination of staff, senior pros, and living in the city of Liverpool. You're reminded constantly, you're decent, you're playing on a decent team, but we've had better than you in the past. You know, they keep you in that city of all cities. They keep your Glasgow's the same. Keep your feet on the ground, and that will be happening, I'm sure. They have a chance of that. But as well as being talented, and as well as great a football team as they are, they'll need a large slice of luck. You know, with injuries and refereeing decisions, and a bit of lady luck goes a long way in this game.
The thing with the quadruple though is the workload. That's extra games, you know, and that's the hard part as well. Obviously, they're great teams and they can beat anybody on their day, but it's that workload when you have to do it Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, Sundays, constantly.
But these two teams, City and Liverpool, have such a strong squad. As do Chelsea, and that's why they can afford to carry that squad, because they're every year in the Champions League. Listen, it's going to go right to the wire. It'll be very exciting, but there's a banana skin for both teams between now and the end of the season. I know they've got to play each other, but I would suggest there's a banana skin for both of them in all the competitions they're in. That's the potential, and that's what makes it a great watch.